All right, this email here, man, I don't even know how we're going to be able to debate this one. So she just finds out that her fiance has been showing his friend naked pictures of her, which is bad enough, right?
Because we've heard of dudes who do this, like have pictures of naked women and show them to their friends, right? It's typically not your fiance.
Yeah, that's the difference.
You don't respect that woman if you're doing that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right.
But this guy's doing it for money. Okay, so let's check out the email. Bert Show, I am so angry, but also confused about how angry I should be and if my fiance is at least somewhat justified here. Huh?
Right.
Okay. First, let me explain the financial situation that we're in right now. Let me say, before even reading it, it doesn't matter. My fiance and I have a daughter together. She's almost 2 years old. I'm sure I don't need to tell anyone that children are expensive. They don't have to be. My parents didn't spend anything. I mean, that's a choice.
Are we keeping count now?
Oh, yeah.
Of how many times?
How many times he's brought it up? Yeah, it's a lot. I've lost count.
It's lately, right?
Yes.
Mostly lately.
This past week, you've been on a tear.
You're going hard.
Did you do therapy this week?
You know what? I have just started to skip weeks, and maybe
Okay, it's all coming together. Okay, there it is.
maybe it's time to go back to weekly, huh? She says, we've been living paycheck to paycheck. It also didn't help that when my daughter was born, I didn't want to work. So I quit my job when she was born. I think the stress of money and the fact that I made that choice has made my fiance a bit on the resentful side. Then,
Resentful, he's going to show his friends naked pictures of you for cash.
then if you add in the cost of inflation, gas, etc., been really hard couple of years for us. Recently, my fiance has been going out with some guy friends. And at first, I was kind of angry because we didn't have the money for him to be out with the guys buying beers. I realized that he needs some time with his friends and life can't be all about stress and money, etc. And I also know that the reason we can't afford it is because of a decision that I made, she says. That's a lot on yourself.
It is.
That said, he assured me that his few nights out with the guys were not costing him anything. He said that his buddies were buying the drinks.
Wait.
Oh, no.
This just gets more precious and more precious.
So you're not using that money to, I don't know, pay the electric bill, pay the cell phone bill. You're using it for beers?
We don't know all that yet. Okay? He said his buddies were buying the drinks. After a few nights out, I saw no charges on any of his accounts and no cash taken out. So I believed him. Well, from a chain of text messages, I have discovered that he is actually paying for his own drinks with money that he has, quote unquote, earned. Technically, I guess you could say that I have earned it. He's been showing coworkers naked pictures of me, and they've been paying him to see them. Wow.
My mouth is agape.
I can't believe this.
These are pictures that I would send to him thinking he was the only one who would ever see him.
Yeah, of course. It's your fiance. Why would you think that?
Turns out any image I send him, he's been letting them see in exchange for cash. Oh, my God.
And work of all places.
I'm having a hard time even joking about this now.
All you guys are saying how awful this is. In the background, all I hear Kaylee saying is, wow, she must be hot.
Well, if you want to pay some money,
What is
Kaylee.
wrong with you?
For a couple of bucks, we can get those pictures for you. Of course, I confronted him and he turned it into a fight, or it turned into a fight.
Well, yes, it should have been.
He says this is his way of getting something he needs without costing us any money. And of course, the financial situation is my fault.
Absolutely not.
It's costing you something. It may not be costing you money, but it's costing a lot more than that.
So this is his solution, she says. He also swears that he never sends the pictures to his coworkers. He only lets them see them on his phone.
All right. Okay.
There you go.
That was close.
There's the integrity. There it is, a grain of integrity. To be fair, the text messages I saw were only talking about the pictures and the money. I didn't see any pictures that he sent. So what I would really like help figuring out is how mad I should be, or if he is justified.
Justified? No. Oh, girl, we need to have a heart-to-heart.
We're about to, without you on the phone. It's just a heart. We're about to have a heart. I do feel a little better that these guys don't actually have the pictures. However, he was earning money by showing them pictures of me, and he never told me. From Crystal. Where do we even start, you guys?
Break up with him. That's how mad you should be. That's a deal breaker. That man sees you as an object and not as a person. He's literally selling you to his friends. It's gross enough when people show photos, you send them to their friends. I think that's nasty, but then to do it for cash and then to have the nerve to get mad at you when you're like, hey, you're showing
My body.
my private body meant for your eyes only. You're showing it to people for money so you can go get beers with the bros. You can do so much better. Trust me, there are men out there who would never do this to you.
Never.
Never even think of doing it.
Mo, how many times have you done this?
0. Absolutely 0.
Bo's like, I'm not even joking about this.
Yeah, that ain't even. No, we ain't playing with that.
Wow. I don't even know where to start.
It's
Like,
grotesque.
if this is part of his value system, I mean, if we're really going to get serious about it, if this is part of dude's value system and he thinks this is okay, this is not a guy that you can ever feel secure with.
Because she chose to be a stay-at-home mom. Like, you're doing this to the mother of your child, not even your fiance. Get out of here with that nonsense. You have to kick him to the curb so fast.
Yeah, the money part of it aside, just the fact that you're okay with other men we work with seeing your fiance, I can't even wrap my brain around
He
it.
has so little value for you and so little respect for you, and that's how the entire relationship is going to go.
I would sue him. I'd take it even further. I would sue him and I would take full custody of the kid.
You know, and look, I think this is the kind of thing also where you got to take a good hard look at yourself also. This can't be okay for you.
No.
This cannot be okay
The
for you
fact that she
at
was
all.
trying to justify it for him.
This can't
Girl,
be.
no.
You are worth more than that,
Yes.
man. Absolutely not.
Do not marry that man.
You're worth more than a beer. I'll tell you that right now.
Well, that's what kind?
Yeah,
A beer?
we don't know if it was top shelf.
like
or not.
top shelf,
You know
or
what
is
I
it
mean?
that
What kind of
generic
beer
kind?
we talking about?
Tap. Well, what do we got? Well,
I mean, she's worth more than a PBR. I'll give you that.
I haven't seen the pictures.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcast.